I have always thought I have a really good podcast voice, but I probably don't.
Should we just start our own podcast on the side?
Yeah.
Okay, let's start recording. That would be a novel idea.
All right. Yeah. I thought of another question, actually.
Oh my God, guys, she's better at this than I am. Also, I'm going to be like slouched over like this whole time because I don't know how to I don't know. I don't know what to do in these chairs.
I feel like we're both in a silly mood tonight.
Guys, my feet don't touch the floor.
How do your feet not touch the floor in this chair that's 1 foot
Well, my butt was all the way back.
This is one of the lowest chairs ever. Yeah, I'm even getting ASMR'd on my own self right now.
Yeah?
Like,
you're like, I love the sound of my own voice.
I have always thought I have a really good podcast voice, but I probably don't.
Should we just start our own podcast on the side?
Yeah.
Every week.
I would do it. Seriously, I would do it. Are you serious?
I'm dead serious.
I will do it. That would actually give me like so much excitement in my life.
We could absolutely do that. Okay,
what would we talk about? Would be like the Caller Daddy girls.
Well, considering you're becoming a therapist, an art therapist,
yeah,
maybe not.
I can't do that.
Okay, one thing is
come up with something else, and that would be cool. We could find other people to interview.
That would be really cool.
Yeah, we should do that.
I've always wanted someone to do this with me, and everyone just starts their own podcast and leaves me, and I'm like, well...
No, I would be too scared to start my own, so I would love to do it with you.
I think it'd be a fun dynamic. At least, guys, shit. Wait, I'm starting to think, are these not good camera angles? Or does that not...
I feel like we're really accentuating the whole, like, chair.
I should just get closer.
Thing. Like, I feel like we should get closer because, like, usually in your YouTubes, they're like, it's like close-ups of your guys' face. It is funny, though, I will say.
It looks good.
Like, also... it's very funny because I feel like we're in this, like, futuristic portal.
That's us, baby.
And we're going to talk about NFTs. We're back.
We're back. Sorry, you guys didn't see what just happened off camera, but let's just say it was a struggle. So, welcome back to All Over the Place with Layne Fable. I'm your host, Layne Fable, and we have Cassie on again. Cheers.
Cheers.
We just decided that we should start our own podcast also. I want to start a podcast with everybody.
I want to start a podcast with just you mostly.
I like that.
And wait, what was I going to say? It's been almost 1 full year around the moon, or around the sun, I mean.
But we both live around the moon.
Since we have done this. And it's... what a year it's been. Not one thing has changed.
Nothing has changed, and honestly, I can't believe it's been a whole year. It doesn't feel like a full year. I forgot to order the pizza. Okay.
Oh.
First things first, I want to say this is the first episode that anyone has ever brought me a gift. I mean, Illy did bring me that drink that one time, but I want to open this because I am so excited. If you guys...
well, I'm sorry for the toothbrush bag that my very expensive
okay.
toothbrush came in.
I was only showing them the white side of the bag on YouTube, so now they know it's her toothbrush bag, which honestly, we love recycling. Anything
yeah,
green.
That's true.
You're green.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so if you don't know, Cassie and I, if you didn't see our previous episode, Cassie and I were roommates in college.
Watch it.
Yeah, go watch, go listen. But yeah, we were roommates in college, and then I don't even remember. I don't even know. We got dinner a few times. Then I was like, will you come on my podcast? Yeah. And then ever since then in quarantine, I'm like, when the world isn't shut down and gone to shit, we have to hang out. And here we are. And now we're going to start a podcast together.
And we can hang out. I mean, it's not fully shut down anymore. You're not going out and partying. No. I feel like that's cancel material.
I did upload a video.
Okay. I mean,
I did go to a birthday party.
I saw that actually. I was like, oh my God, there's a lot of you. It was like a dress-up party, like a Halloween.
80s.
Or
it was 80s,
not Halloween.
Yeah. What were your thoughts on that?
I don't know. I have opinions. I mean, like, life has to go on some level.
Yeah. Absolutely. And if you're all consulting, I mean, wait, what? Vodka. If you're all consenting to being together, I don't see the problem. So peace. Anyways, let's open the gift. I'm so excited. Oh no, that's what I was doing. I was introducing Cass again because she's also an artist, and you're also in graduate school right now. I'll leave it vague, but for art related things, and I think she's incredibly talented. You need to go follow her on Instagram right now. You can pause the episode or just go follow while you're watching if you're not on your phone.
Oh yeah, you can say I'm in graduate school for art therapy.
Okay, art therapy. Yes. I think we already said on the last one.
I'm an aspiring art therapist.
Guys, if you're listening to this and not watching, I'm opening up a gift, and she framed it for me. Cass, shut the fuck up. Sorry, Mom. This is amazing. Thank you.
You're welcome.
This is awesome. Okay.
I wasn't sure, like, I have a bunch of prints, and I wasn't sure, like, what vibe of my art you would be into.
I love it.
I figured pink or, like, something fun. So.
I love it. I mean, low key, I hate pink to wear. To wear.
Okay.
But she's like, she's like, fuck me.
No, I was offended. I love pink.
No,
pink
I know.
is like one of my faves.
No, I love this so much. And honestly, I love that your artwork is so dark, but I wouldn't know where to some of the pieces.
Yeah, it's dark, but it's like very colorful.
Oh, this isn't dark. No, I'm really foot and mouth right here.
Yeah, no, I didn't want to give you a darker piece is what I'm saying. I wanted to give you
what
like
I'm
a
saying
lighter.
is you guys need to go check out her Instagram and you'll know exactly what kind of style her art is. It is beautiful. It is one of a kind. And you didn't know this, but I'm actually collecting prints and stuff right now to create a wall in my room with all prints.
Oh, wow, good.
So this is the best. Thank you so much.
That makes me happy because I was like, you don't have to hang. I don't want to like put pressure on you. You don't have to hang it.
I want to like put it up. I want to
use the frame.
Okay, now that like I've officially butchered this episode, what's up? How are you?
I didn't know it moved this way. Wow. Okay.
Okay, one thing I do have to say, because obviously we're going to start our own podcast that we just decided on air. And I always second guess. I'm like, well, is this intro not interesting enough? Like, are they going to click off? But I need to stop worrying about that and just let it flow naturally. And like,
but you have a sound, like the intro song that you do.
Yeah, I have that little thing, and I put a snip in the middle, like in the beginning. But I'm always like, well, should I cut this out? Like, are we not getting to a good part yet? But like, I love this little, like the interaction in the beginning. I feel like that's the most fun.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
I just talk too much, guys.
I mean, yeah, we'll have to brainstorm what we need to think of the like general topic though, like the niche that we're gonna.
Yeah, I think it should be a niche because nothing in my life is
otherwise,
a niche.
if it's not, it's like people. I don't know. It's hard.
Yeah, you're talking to the queen of no niche, and that's why no one watches my shit anymore. My niche may have been travel, and now you can't travel. So.
I struggle with the niche thing too. Like I'm trying to figure out my niche on TikTok.
It's like, don't put me in box. Oh, I'm so bad at TikTok. Can we
I'm so bad at it.
We got to figure that out.
I'm trying to figure it out like hard. I think it's gonna be the best like thing right now before it gets too like controlled by things. Like it's not really, the algorithm is still good.
All right. Well, now that I've just rambled on for the first 10 minutes of the podcast, I have some questions for you, Cass.
Okay.
When did you find art as your true ambition?
Well, I was always involved in the arts, like as a kid. I'd started doing visual art when I was in like middle school. And then at Fordham was when I was like, oh, I think I'm good at this. And I'm going to try to keep doing this.
So basically, we're just the narcissists.
Yeah, like it doesn't matter if other people don't like it.
Yeah.
Or don't think I'm good at it. I knew I was great. That's when but I guess I was still like trying to pursue fashion related things as well at that time. And then I got sick of that. So.
Yeah, because you realize people get treated like trash in that industry.
Yeah, it's horrible.
I know the art industry isn't much easier, but I feel like there's more.
It's not, but there's so many different things you can do with it.
Yeah.
Like you can take any route you want, whether it's like graphic design or doing visual art on your own.
Yeah, that is, I think I was saying how like I have a friend who's an actual artist, and I just think it's the coolest thing that you genuinely went after it like that, because so many people they're like, I'm not gonna. I really can speak English, I promise. I graduated college. We graduated together. Christ. So many people want to do it and then don't go after it. So
I think it's really hard because I think being an artist is almost like a mindset or an identity. It's not really a job.
Yeah.
So, you know, if you can make it your job, and I haven't successfully done that, but if you can make it your job, then great. And I think it's really hard to do that.
Absolutely.
And it takes a lot of effort to like promote yourself and also make all of the stuff, you know.
I guess there is somewhat of a correlation between that and online content creation too, in a sense. Like,
Yeah,
not the
definitely.
same par, but just the way that you said that, it's like the hustle and it's the
Well, because
all
you
of the
have to
energy.
promote yourself, and
you do every step.
right, you do every step. That's the thing. Like, you shoot all of your stuff, you wear all of the stuff, or come up with whatever it is. Like, and that's a lot of work.
Yeah, I'm just thinking
And then
that.
you have to be like, go buy my stuff or go look at my
Yes,
stuff.
all of the shameless self-promotion,
Yeah.
which I'm all about, but I know some people like frown upon it. And
It's
I'm like,
hard for me to do it, honestly. But influence on me when I was growing up, that is such a hard question. Like, influence on me in life.
in life, or I would assume it would be like also like artistic.
I'm like bewildered. That is such a hard question. Okay. But I really want to answer it because I'm like, I actually don't know. One of my aunts is a Broadway actress, so I think that was kind of like inspiring to me, especially when I was like really young. If I'm being completely honest, I think that I was a little bit, I'm a middle child, and I think that I was like more isolated within my family than
Bitch, I'm a middle child too. Is that our niche?
the middle child podcast. So I think I got really interested in like I just explored a lot. Like, I explored my interests a lot.
Yeah, like you create your own. Yeah, you create your own like world when you're a middle child, because you don't
Yeah.
have this title of like I'm the oldest or like I'm the youngest.
And I always felt like I was different, even though I wasn't, you know, like it wasn't like anyone was making me feel that way. It was just kind of like my perception of my family or my life in where I grew up. I was like, I mean, I never was someone who knew what I wanted to do. I think that's the main thing.
Yeah.
I don't think that's
Wait,
an influence,
really?
but I never was someone who knew what I wanted to do, and I still don't really fully
Do you mean
know.
like in your career, or you just mean
In career or in life? Like, I've definitely every year I'm like, well, I don't want to get too tied down to anything because I might want to do something else.
I know, I really feel
Like,
that.
that's honestly, and it's just like I've always been exploring different things. That's really a huge part of my personality.
I feel that exact same way. Side note, obviously I've been dating Kevin for 8 years, and that's very much a long term.
Yes,
that
was one of my questions, actually.
Oh, okay, we'll get to that. Cass prepared questions for me. I love this. This is why we're gonna have our own podcast. It's just like, it's good. It's just a good time. So fuck. There's also vodka.
I feel
so.
like I can be silly on this right now.
Yeah. Well, that's what I want. Like, I want to place, like, this podcast can be anything you want it to be. It doesn't have to be like serious. It doesn't it can be anything that you feel like on the time that you're on it. It's just such a nice little time capsule to have,
That's true.
I think.
Yeah. I feel like that's your thing.
That's why I
time
record my whole
capsules.
damn life.
You have like vlogs from when you were 4.
Which I didn't
Which is
know
crazy.
I had.
I
The
don't
whole
think-
reason I started vlogging was I
That's
thought I had
crazy.
no footage from when I was younger.
I mean, I definitely have photos. Like, my parents have like a drawer of like just like photos and stuff that are just all over the place. But I've never seen
over
like
the place.
I've never seen a video of like us all interacting, my siblings and I.
I
think that's so cute.
But that's exactly why I started my channel, because I didn't know we had that. I'm the worst.
I'm the really bad interrupter. I'm really bad.
Our podcast should just be the interruption, because all I do is fucking interrupt people. Okay, keep going.
We'll be interviewing people and be like, wait, no.
So I'm a middle child.
What was I gonna say? I know that my parents used to do, like, for Christmas or certain like things, they would like stage like a photo shoot and have a photographer come and I would cry like the whole time. And there's just pictures of me crying.
I did the same thing.
I feel like I was a dramatic child. I know I was. I had to be. I was dramatic.
Oh, me too. And why do you think now I'm like screaming into a microphone for people?
And I'm like posting on the internet every second. Like,
I'm like, please, somebody pay attention.
yeah, exactly.
All right. Well, now that we've established we're both middle children, let's get on to your topics and questions because I feel like they're way better than anything I came up with.
I have some questions for you, Lane. I actually have a few, and they're not related. So you've been in a relationship with Kevin for a very, very long time.
8 years.
So.
And counting.
Yeah, that's a long time. So I was wondering, as someone who's not been in very many long relationships, especially not that long, like what are your tips or advice on like how to navigate that? Do you guys fight?
Number one, I will say it's communication. It's the way you communicate, and it's like how you communicate, the words you use, the way that you know how somebody is and like what would push their buttons, and how you can navigate around that and get your point across without pissing some people off, because some people love to fight, but like you can control how you say whatever you want to say, and that will always elicit a different reaction. So
that's such a good point, I think. Yeah,
it all comes down to communication. I mean, if you think about anything, not even like a relationship, like a romantic relationship, think about with your parents or a boss or a colleague, or I think this is the pizza guy. Fuck. Oh, wait, the interruption, baby. Hello?
Are you on pizza?
Yes.
Okay, I'm downstairs.
Okay, I'll be right down. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Please hold. And we're back.
And we're back.
The last you heard from us, we were talking to our pizza delivery man. And then we went live on YouTube for an hour. Right before we cut, Cassie was asking me a very serious question. And we were on a roll, so let's just hop right back into that. Knowing how to communicate with someone and accepting someone for who they are and responding in a respectful way. It really comes down to respect, I swear. Any relationship, friendships, parental relationships, your romantic relationships, it comes down to respect. And when you start disrespecting someone is when it's going to fall apart.
Yeah.
And I think, I'm not going to say it was always easy. It's not that like the grass is greener and you're going to meet someone and it's just going to work better. It's like, are you going to put in the work?
Right. I think that's true. I think that a lot of people, and I think a lot of the times, like, people will tell you, oh, he's not the one, or just,
Date
get rid of
people,
him. Like, you're going to find someone better, and it's
people.
like, you deserve something better, you're going to find something better. And it's like, that's not necessarily true. You're always going to have to work on it. You're always going to have to put in a lot of effort.
And I think timing is a big part of it. That does make sense. Like, maybe it's not the right time or whatever, but it is about the effort you put into something in every aspect of life. That's why when people ask like about, well, what would you do in like your career and things? Like, if you're not going to put in the work, you're not going to get the outcome you want. Yeah. So if you don't put in the work and the understanding and the patience and the time, it's not going to be what you hoped it to be.
Yeah. And I don't know, at least on like online, there's a lot of like, dump him, or like, it's just not like, and that's not really it's not really always the answer. I mean, I think you should totally like try to recognize when something is definitely not working and not good for you, but it's not. I think that we're in a space right now where there's always another option because of like dating apps and all this stuff. So people are always like, oh, you're going to find something better. I think sometimes you do have to get rid of that person or like move on or whatever, but there's definitely times where you should just work on it because you're not going to necessarily find something better.
Well, that's what I think you just hit the nail on the head. It's with social media, everyone's always like, grass is greener. There's so many options. There's so many people out there. And I don't know if it's maybe because like I'm getting to an older age. I do think there are multiple people that are meant to be in your life. I do believe in monogamy, and I know like that's a huge topic of conversation now. Like a lot of people are like, no, monogamy is not a thing that should happen anymore. But for me it is. Like I know for me personally, like I wouldn't do well with a polyamorous relationship.
Yeah.
But like find what works for you.
In general, if something's working for you, then it's working for you. And you don't have to do something just because other people have done it or other people think that that's what you should do.
That's, big part of it.
Have you had COVID? Did you get it?
No. Shockingly, to my knowledge, no. And this is interesting because both of my brothers have got it. I wasn't in the house when they got it, but I came back for their tail end of their infection. My friends have gotten it that I was around. I was in the same house as multiple people who got it.
Yeah.
Sharing kitchens, sharing bathrooms, cooking together.
I mean, that's crazy.
Maybe sharing glasses, like sipping out of each other's drinks. And somehow I didn't get it, which makes me think I was exposed and possibly
Super immune, superhuman.
or no, I just think I was exposed and my body fought it off, and then I had the antibodies possibly because I never got sick.
yeah. And
Have you?
sometimes, and I guess, well, I don't know if it's like factual or not, but I think you can either develop the antibodies, or if your body fights it off before that point where you even develop them, you won't necessarily have the antibodies. You might have just already fought it off.
That's exactly what I think happened to me, because it makes no sense that I wasn't sick.
Yeah, I was around some people way in the beginning that had it, and then they had the antibodies and I didn't.
Wow.
But I don't know. I might have just missed it. Like, I don't know. I
That's
haven't
what I'm
had
saying.
it.
Like,
I haven't
who
had it, but I
knows?
also I haven't really been tested for the antibodies recently.
I haven't been tested recently for the antibodies. I got one a while ago and I didn't have them.
Yeah, me too.
What makes you ask? Was it the 80s?
I don't know.
Was it the 80s party?
I think it was. It
Yeah.
might have been that. I might have, yeah, because I wrote this earlier and I was like, I think she's definitely been at parties.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna
Fair enough. No, I just bring it up because, I mean, obviously the video's on my channel if you want to like see it, but it was like a birthday party. I say it was a small get together, but like it was definitely more than I guess people are comfortable with getting together now. But like, if you're comfortable doing it,
I think there's a lot of people that are doing things that are like, you can't post, especially like celebrities. They're like, we can go do this, but we can't post about it.
exactly,
And it's
because
like,
then you'll get in trouble. But it's like you're still doing it.
How about, yeah, it's like either then just don't do it or do it and own it, I
Or
guess. I
it's
don't
also
know.
yeah, and then it's also like, well, maybe social media really is the problem.
Yeah, maybe. And maybe not everyone needs to know what you're doing. I mean, I don't know.
But then again, I post everything online, and here we are.
Yeah.
And we just decided, how many times have I said we're starting our own podcast? Like 4,000.
Oh my God. What if we like don't do it and then it's on here as like it's on here
Why?
forever?
Are you not going to do it?
No, I want to do it.
Listen, you know this is my favorite thing to do, so.
I want to do it. All right. Anyway, look, I have the questions.
She's so much better at this than I am. Cassie's got it down.
I mean, some of these, I don't know if they're interesting. Okay. Would you get plastic surgery?
Oh my God, you did say, you mentioned
Like
this.
surgery.
Like what, like a.
Under the knife.
No.
Okay. So it's not that interesting.
No, it is interesting, and I will tell you why. I love talking about this, but I never want to come off as like judgmental. It's really just a personal, obviously everything's a personal decision. Like if you decide to do it, it's your choice. I would never try to tell you what to do with your body, but I just think it's so dangerous to want to alter your body that way, in a way that can be so detrimental to your body. Like, you've heard about how, well, first of all, quickly, before I go off to my tangent, would you ever?
No, I don't think so, but only because I have a huge fear of surgery and medical things in general. Like I would never like volunteer surgery.
Yeah.
Like I had to get my tonsils removed and they had to like basically like pin me down and like force me.
Wow.
So and
It was traumatic.
they basically drugged me to drug me.
Really?
Yeah, like I wouldn't do the anesthesia. I was like, no, I'm not breathing anything in. Like I was like freaking out.
Damn.
And I was 18 and then they were like, all right, we just have to give her this little drink. And I drank this little purple thing. Next thing you know,
lean.
I wake up like an hour later and it was all over. But I was terrified to actually do the anesthesia because I am terrified of that.
Damn.
That's probably the only reason. I don't know. Like I don't have anything that I really want to do it for.
This mic will not stay. I want plastic surgery on this mic. For me, it's definitely, there's nothing I would do it for. And also, I just think like the health repercussions, we were talking about this on the live, but like I'm really into like the ingredients you put into your body now. And I think it's crazy that people will implant I'm talking about mainly like boob jobs right now, but like implant a foreign object into their body so close to their heart and their vital organs and just be like, la la la. Like,
I
that's
mean, yeah,
fine.
I think breast implant illness is like a real thing, no?
Yes, and you need to get them removed and changed every 10 years.
Yeah, I mean,
But nobody talks about that.
But
a
yeah,
foreign
I mean, I
object
think
implanted.
I think it's definitely can't be good. But I get it. I get wanting to like look good, and I'm sure a lot of people people feel great, and that's fine.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if it makes you feel great, for sure. For me, I could never put that in my body and like be comfortable with it.
I just couldn't go literally through with the surgery.
She's like, no knives.
Like, I feel like
no anesthesia.
Exactly.
Piss off.
I just couldn't do that.
Well, the funniest thing is when people are like, I'm vegan and I don't put that stuff in my body and I only eat organic, and they're like, let me implant this silicone into my boobs.
It's a double standard.
Logically, I don't get it. And I don't mean that judgmentally. I just mean like,
yeah, logically,
it doesn't. I sound like a prick. Next question, please.
Okay.
Can you tell it's like 11 p.m. and we've drank too much?
Okay. You're on Clubhouse, right?
Yes.
I'm on Clubhouse.
We are the chosen ones.
I oh my God. I was
so
invited
cool.
to Clubhouse, you guys. And I have only really dabbled in it for one night, but it was like an all-nighter.
Were you talking?
But
or
I
were
was
you
also,
listening?
I was writing a paper and I was doing a bunch of work.
Uh-huh.
So I was like it was like helping me through it. It was so strange.
I'm more impressed that you can listen to that and write.
Yeah. I was fascinated by it. I don't know what rooms you've been in on there or what, but I was in like a visual art room and I was like a speaker or whatever you're called. I don't know.
Yeah, you were on.
I was on the stage. I got on the stage, guys. And it was just really interesting. And yeah, it basically helped me through this whole assignment that I was doing.
That's awesome.
Because I was like taking breaks and then other times I was just listening and like doing my research and stuff. But
I haven't been a speaker.
Okay.
I've sat in on a few. It's basically like listening to a podcast.
I've been involved in like conversations and stuff.
And it was fun?
It was really fun. Yeah.
I gotta get in there.
But you need to yeah, it was fun because I was in like a one that was just, everyone was like an artist and talking about different, like just debating different things or asking each other questions and stuff. So it was really fun. And then the other ones I've been in were like,
I was in a Bitcoin one.
Yeah, it's a lot of that. It's a lot of like tech, Bitcoin, NFT.
Which brings us to the next.
The NFT ones. I asked the art room, I was like, what's an NFT? Because someone brought it up and they were like, we do not want to talk about this in here.
I don't know what it is.
Yeah, exactly.
What does it stand for? A non-fungible
coin or
Bish what?
Token.
Non-fungible token. And what does fungible mean?
I'm not concerned about what the NFT part of it means because I know that like it's just a thing that you buy that's a digital art piece. That's basically what it means.
Yeah.
But where do you buy it? Like, where do you buy that? And you can, but this is what it is. This is from my understanding. I think you buy the actual art piece with other coins, like with other like Bitcoin or Ethereum or you're going to get so.
No, so
I think you buy it with other.
So yes, you buy
coins.
it, but the whole point of it is that
it means that you have the original copy.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it can be copied. Like people can download it, but you have the original. So it's like you gave me this print today of your artwork, but
I have the original.
Yes.
Yeah.
So she gave me this print. If you're watching the visual podcast, if you're watching on YouTube, she gave me this print and it's amazing. but this is like fungible. Like you can print that again and resell it.
Right.
And it's not the original. But the original that she had made the print from, that is the non-fungible, like the NFT. And if you were to own that, like that's like you owning a Picasso or like the actual Mona
but this is
Lisa
only
versus a print.
Yeah, but this is only for digital art specifically.
Which is very interesting because digital art is the most copied.
Right, exactly. But I guess
is it just the principle?
I guess the fact that because technically I would never be able to paint the exact same thing again, right?
Yeah.
Because it would be on a different piece of thing, right? Like so it would technically be different.
Yeah.
So, but with digital, it wouldn't be different if you just made it again. Right? Like, that's why I don't really get it.
That's actually a really good point.
Because with any painting, you could paint the exact same thing, but it might be slightly different based on like one tiny thing you did that was different.
Because it's
like if you wrote your signature differently, or if you used a different color paint, or you used a different fabric, or whatever.
I didn't even think of it like that.
But
all I know
I'm
is
just mostly confused about where do you sell these things? Because I saw on like TikTok that this girl she sold one of hers to someone who they bought it with several like Ethereum coins.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, where is this all happening? Like, I don't understand where it's happening.
Okay,
that's what it's so confusing to me.
Yeah. No, so I think, Bitcoin you can buy and it's like in separate.
No, I know that. I know.
But that's what it's just like that. It's a block.
So it's
like blockchain.
So is there an app where there's all these artists that are selling?
I don't know that yet.
I guess that's what I'm confused about.
Do you own any Bitcoin?
And that's what people do on Clubhouse, is they talk about NFTs like all the time. I mean,
really?
Yeah, I can't really listen to it because I don't understand any of it.
I need to understand it.
You don't. Like, or maybe you want to buy one. I don't know.
But I'm wondering, like, people watching, they'd be like, these fucking idiots.
But I think that you have to buy it with other coins. Maybe you can buy it with cash. I don't know.
No, I don't think you use cash. The whole point is that it's like a cashless society.
Exactly. So that's what I mean. So basically, you would already have to have invested in a coin. What's it called?
Blockchain. Like a blockchain.
Crypto coin, cryptocurrency, whatever. Blockchain. I don't know. I have a little bit of Ethereum and I have a little bit of Bitcoin, like a small
I have
amount.
fractions of Bitcoin and fractions of Dogecoin, actually. I got into
doggy coin.
Doge.
I'm just kidding.
Dogecoin before it got like crazy, because I was like, this is just fucking funny. Like, come on. And then who backed it? Like someone big backed it. And I was like, what? I just wonder if anyone's listening to this point. Do you know what I mean? If you're listening, if you're watching on YouTube and you're still listening, leave a purple heart emoji. Question for both of you. Since you are both creative, do you need to be in the mood to be artistic or creative?
Yeah. I need to be in the mood.
Otherwise, it's like, no, it's just not going to happen.
Yeah. And I kind of think that's okay. I think sometimes some people think you should just push yourself no matter what. I think you should only make something when you feel inspired to make it.
I do think, especially with being creative or like painting or things like that, you can't push yourself. I don't think you can force.
You could push yourself if you really wanted to like paint. If you were like, I'm going to paint every day, all day, and you had the ability to do that, like great. But for me personally, I'd rather just do something when I actually feel inspired to do it.
Yeah.
It's more meaningful.
And I think it comes across in whatever you're doing. Like there are times, not that I'm equating this to like art, but there are times when I do go live on YouTube or stuff and I'm not in a good mood and I'm not in the right headspace and it's just atrocious. And then I end up flustered. I'm like, I'm going to go, bye guys. And I just like end it. And I'm like, that was fucking terrible. And then I private the video and I'm like, no, we're done. And then there are times like this when we went live earlier and I was like, this is so much fun. We're having like good conversation.
I definitely don't think it would be fun all the time, but it was fun. I had fun.
Another question that Bern asked, if you were given a chance to be on a reality show, what will it be?
I would go on America's Next Top Model if I were like a model.
Okay, wait, no.
Because I do think it's like one of the most, like it's hilarious. It's hilarious.
Okay, then this was the one. Question for both. Any art pieces that inspire you or made you feel something?
Yeah. One of my favorite artists is Eva Hess. I don't know. You guys are just have to go look her
I was gonna
up.
say I don't know her.
I believe she was originally from Germany and she was working here. She died when she was like in her early 30s. She used a lot of toxic materials and
wow.
but her art's like really, really beautiful. It's her pieces have been like at the Whitney, and recently I haven't seen any work really because I haven't been going to museums or anything. But actually one of my friends on what's going on?
That camera died.
Oh.
We've been talking for so long.
Anyway, one of my friends on Instagram, her Instagram is Sad Girl Studio, and her name's Molly. Her artwork is amazing, which inspires me like all the time. We've been Instagram friends for a few years. Who else?
I love the name, Sad Girl Studio.
Yeah, she's really talented. What about you?
I think for me, it's funny because we talked about this on the live a little. It's different. Music really inspires me, and it'll like put me in a certain mood and kind of get me to be inspired to do a certain thing at a certain time. We actually just worked with Billy the artist at Quinn Fable, my parents' company, and they made these shears, like the scarves right over there. I don't know if you can see them on that chair. And he's an amazing artist, and they teamed up to do something to start like raising money for Broadway artists that have like rockers on Broadway that have lost their jobs due to COVID and everything. I think it's really inspiring just when also like art can transcend the artwork itself and actually be a means to help other people.
Yeah.
And I think that's really inspiring too. And that's kind of where, I mean, not to like sound like, oh, my YouTube channel's art, but when people tell me that it's inspired them or helped them get through depression, like that inspires me to keep going.
Yeah.
So anytime you guys send me a nice message, that absolutely inspires me and makes me like push towards like keep going. And also like when I'm in a lull, be like, no, this is bigger than you. And not to create like for other people, but just to kick me out of that spot where I'm like,
where you're like
uninspired.
questioning it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And like second guessing, am I doing the right thing? Should I be doing this? Should I be doing something else?
These other ones are not. There's only one more, and it's like very dumb.
I say go for it because we're so deep in this episode.
Okay,
if you guys are still listening, I love you.
It was just, what do you use on your hair? Because
Me?
I've always, the last time I saw you in person, your hair was like, I don't know. And I think I asked you then, and I was like, what do you do with your hair? And you were like, I just wash it. Like,
Bitch,
what do you mean? And I was like, your hair's so shiny and bouncy, and it looks super healthy.
Okay, well, one, thank you. Two, my best friend's a hairdresser, Gabby Isoni. If you ever want to come out and get your hair done by her, she's amazing. But I used to get glazes. Maybe that's what it was that makes it so shiny. I mean, honestly, knock on wood, like I've been very blessed with genes. And like I don't know, hair has never been like one of my things where I was like, I wish I could change this. I just wish my hair was bigger. Like I would trade you for your hair. I wish my hair was curly and I wish it had more body. But you always want what you can't have.
Yeah, totally.
That's just the way it goes. Like literally every time I see you, I'm like, how do you get your hair to not be flat on your head?
Is that how your hair is naturally? Like
this is how it dried out of the shower today.
Wow.
I hate it.
I mean, that's easy though. It looks like you got it done.
I wanted to get a perm.
I don't think you should do that.
No, everyone is like, Layne, no. But specifically, I use a Cure shampoo. It's like no sulfates, no whatever, blah, blah, blah. I use the one that is safe for daily use because when I work out every day and I have to wash my hair every day, which is so anti everything that everyone's ever told you. But
yeah, don't wash my hair every day, even if I work out.
Every day I got it. I sweat so much, it's gross. And on that note, no. So are you like, now we can't start a podcast because we have nothing else to talk about?
No, we just have to, it takes planning.
It does. And I don't plan for shit, so.
It takes planning. I don't think it always has to. I just think like if we were to do it every week, definitely you need to plan it.
No, well, I will say when
Oh my God. Whoa.
What?
Maria, my friend from She watched our live and
Uh-huh.
she said, "Oh my God, those Oreos. Yes, I remember this too. You would literally eat garlic salt out of the palm of your hand."
Shut the
We
fuck
also
up.
put garlic salt in the milk and drank it.
No.
Yes, we did.
No. Okay, you're a psychopath.
Yeah, this is proof for anyone who watched the other video.
She literally said you used to put garlic salt in the milk.
I used to put, yeah, I just remember one night specifically where we did this. I don't think it was.
No, it was a dare.
It wasn't like an all the time thing. It wasn't a dare, but it was like, let's just do it, you know? It was.
No, I don't know.
Really weird. We were watching some sort of movie and we put Oreos in like garlic salt milk, and I'm pretty sure there was marinara sauce involved. It's just disgusting.
I mean, that
But
sounds...
it was like it happened, and we were like enjoying it at the time.
Welp. On that note,
Anyway,
we've got a serial killer on our hands. Garlic salt, Oreos, and milk. I can't think of 3 things that I would not want together.
garlic salt's gross. I mean, it's just gross. I don't eat garlic salt now.
No, garlic salt's if you're
It's
not using fresh
disgusting.
garlic, that's just gross.
Exactly.
Like,
it's gross.
chop some fresh garlic.
Yeah, garlic salt is nasty. It's not good. It doesn't taste good.
Well, apparently you liked it on your milk and Oreos.
I did like it as a kid or whatever. Tween. A tween.
A tween. Dude, we were talking about this on the live. I don't remember a lot of my...
Most of my memories are, they're like blocked out.
Are we traumatized? Did we deal with a shit ton of trauma and we just blocked the shit out of it?
I don't think so.
I mean, I might have been.
I don't think I did. I think that I just...
Your brain just deleted it to remember better
I think
things.
a lot of people don't remember, they don't remember, you don't remember detailed, like, everyday encounters. You remember random events. I think that's how it is.
Isn't that so twisted, though?
But maybe some people just have way better memories, and they're like, I actually remember all of it. But I'll remember things, and it's like... And obviously, like, some people remember the same thing differently.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I think it's also... This would be a great topic for another episode, but, like... How messed up is it that as humans, we don't remember our entire life? Like, you lived it.
I don't even remember, like, last year. Like, I'll remember random... You remember some parts, like, the big parts.
And you don't remember day
You
to
don't
day.
remember the daily things you do.
That's why I daily vlog. Because
That's-
I'll go
yeah.
back and I'll watch some of them. I'm like, I don't remember that happening. Like, I don't remember that being said.
Yeah.
So it's fun as hell to look back on, but it still rings true. You don't remember it yourself unless you record it. Then that leads me to believe, like, are we evolving as humans to the point where we can record it? And is that going to harm us? Because mentally you're like, I'd like to think that it's like a survival mechanism that you forget things. Like when a woman has a child and they're in so much pain and the pain of childbirth, everyone's like, it's the worst. But I don't really remember it.
Right.
Because you're not supposed to remember. Otherwise, you would never do it again and you never reproduce.
Right.
So maybe we're not supposed to remember things, but I'm here vlogging every
That's why
fucking
you
minute.
keep going through it.
I am here vlogging every minute. And then it's
And
like,
this is painful. Just kidding.
I don't even know if anyone's listening at this point. I think everyone clicked the fuck off.
No, they didn't. They want to see what we have to say at the end. It's going to be huge.
Huge. If you made it this far, leave an orange heart in the comments. An orange heart emoji in the I can't speak.
Even orange heart.
In the comments emoji, orange. Yeah. All right. On that note, I think I'm having a stroke. We should go.
I think we're out of here. Anyway.
We're out of here. I love you guys. If you made it this far, I'm not kidding. Leave. What should they leave? What's your favorite emoji?
One of the like dragon lizard things, or a green heart, or
Anything green. She'll know if it's green.
Sure.
Anything
I like the green ones.
I like that dragon though. That's a good one. I haven't used that one in a while.
It's a good one.
Then we'll know if you're a real OG.
Or the angel. The angel's always good.
All right. If you made it this far, I love you. And apparently we're doing something right. If you made it this far.
Well, yeah.
I hope someone made it this far.
Stop saying that.
If you would like to support the podcast, you can go to anchor.fm/LAYNE FABLE or become a member on the channel at youtube.com/LAYNE FABLE. Okay, love you guys. Oh, is this ASMR hour? Is this ASMR hour? I don't even think I can hear this. I can't hear mine.
Ew.
Cassie's hearing.
Is that going to be the intro?
No. Oh, my rings. We gotta go. All right. Love you guys. See you next week. Leave an Apple podcast review. Have you left one for me yet?
I think I did.
I think you did too.
I think I did way long ago.
Yeah, you're a good friend.
But let's see. Can you leave more?
Nah, you can just leave one. But you can ask your friends to leave some. Yo, I wonder how long we've been doing this for. Jamie, how long is this episode? You don't listen to Joe Rogan.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, based on that face. He has a guy that, like, helps him with his, like, logistics and shit. And he'll be like, Jamie, how long are we recording? She looked at me like I was crazy. Me coercing Cassie into leaving a review.
Okay. Best podcast ever.
Has inspired me to start my own podcast with her. Can you sing?
Yeah. Can you?
No. I can't sing.
Is this going to be on there? That's actually hilarious.
Of course, it's the outro. Dude, if I could sing, I would have been famous by now.
Oh my God, if I could sing.
We'd be fucking rock stars.
I wish I could sing. I tried.
What's your favorite song?
I don't know. I don't have a favorite song. Who has a favorite song? Really, though. Like, my favorite song ever for the rest of my life. Favorite song.
Jaded by Aerosmith. If that song came out, I'd sing.
Do I know that song?
Probably not. But I love Aerosmith.
This podcast is so inspiring and so funny, period. I...
Jaded. Oh, God, I love Aerosmith. Did you just hear that gulp? You know, I don't know. No, I don't know if that's my favorite song ever, but like, gotcha. Okay, do you want to do a Jollibee taste test, or is that not the move?
I don't listen to music that much anymore. Like, I don't listen to new. I don't, like,
What?
venture out. I don't really listen. Like, when I wake up in the morning, I literally go on YouTube or listen to podcasts, and that's how I, like, start my day.
But not mine. Fucking A, man. This is why my views are down.
I was watching your one with your friend the other day, Stephanie.
Steph.
Yeah.
Steph Weff. She's going to be big.
She's really cute.
She's very good at... She's just such a sweet person. That was an all over the place fucking episode. You didn't make it through the whole thing.
I didn't make it through the whole thing.
You can't. I think we ruined it.
You really? Why?
I just, like, it was kind of like this. Like, I can't
It was good
stand
in the
topic.
beginning. I felt like it was, like, very, like...
Natural.
It was, like... And there was, like, a point...
Oh, fuck. That stopped. Well, now we're audio only, baby.
Oh, are we still recording?
Yeah.
So
Wait, so, like, in the beginning,
I
you thought that was
felt
a point.
like it was very good, and I was like, oh, God, mine's going to be, like...
I thought in the
such a
beginning
mess.
it was way too messy for hers. I thought at the end it got more of, like...
I didn't get to the end.
Where did you click off?
I don't know.
I'm just wondering, like, where I lose people.
It wasn't like you lost me. It was like I had so many other things I needed to do. The other podcasts that I listen to that don't have YouTube.
I'm going to stop recording now.
The ones that don't have YouTube, I listen to them and just do other things.